Aloha, I'm Reverend Kyle Lovett, clergywoman from the United Church of Christ, and I live here in Honolulu, Hawaii. Oh heavens, when did I know that I would become a faith leader? So, when I was 16, I went off to Central America and worked on a medical aid program out in the boondocks, the middle of nowhere, and saved lives. And then I got back to the mainland USA, and people wanted me to be a doctor, or wanted me to be a nurse, or wanted me to be a teacher, and I didn't know what to do. I could do all of those things. I have serious brains, wicked smart, a friend called me, but I didn't really know what to do. And so I sort of dabbled around, and then I was hiking in the high Sierras with a youth group from Danville, California, and it just hit me. I wish it were really as dramatic as they talk about those call stories, but it just hit me that the best thing I could do with everything that I have and am is to serve God and God's people. It was very noble. Has it been a challenge to reconcile my sexual identity and my religious beliefs? I'm one of the fortunate ones. I was raised in the United Church of Christ. My home church pastor was really clear that God loves all of God's creatures. And I had role models who were lesbians and gay men who were out and serving in the church and welcomed by the church. So when I came out to myself, finally, I did not immediately go to the place that lots of people go, which is, God hates me, I'm gonna burn in hell. I did go to the, oh crap, I'm gonna lose my kids, because of the county I lived in. But I was very fortunate. I didn't have to do a lot of reconciling. What I did have to do, just as a woman in ministry has to do, is all the biblical study and all of the theological study in order to explain to people that this is not incompatible with God's teachings. So I dust those off because I have to every once in a while and explain to people that God really does love all of us. I mean, I have spent my life, right? I'm an out lesbian clergy person, right? So what I've told some people is it's easier being lesbian in the Christian church because of the branch of Christianity I belong to than it is being a Christian around queer folk, because queer folk have been so damaged by church and lies, and as kids, as young adults, as adults, it's horrible. And a transformative moment for me was when I was at an after party with the San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus, and one of the singers, who was a friend of a friend, came to meet me and went down on his knees in front of me and said, I know God hates me, but I am gay. And I grabbed him by the shoulders, big guy, way taller than me, grabbed him by the shoulders and I shook him and I stood him up and I said, they lied to you. They lied to you. I had found my line in the sand. I spend an awful lot of time telling people what I consider to be the ultimate basic. You're fine. God loves you just the way you are. The universe, the world, the human condition is very hard to navigate, but you're fine. I teach the History, Polity, Theology, Ethos, and Ministry series for the denomination in Hawaii. And I chair the Committee on Ministry, which has Kuleana has responsibility for clergy, kind of like clergy ethics, clergy support, clergy nurture, clergy education, and for those in formation coming in, and for those who are fleeing other denominations that come into the UCC, either because they're fleeing there or they're running to us. So I help people navigate how to work, how to be in the system, how to go through the steps in the system, and then I support clergy who are in. So this is Reverend Kyle Lovett from the United Church of Christ. I want to tell everybody happy Pride, yay Honolulu. We have the advantage of having Pride almost year round, including our very own. Go out and celebrate.